Hello.
Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ease, back in effect without the BS. Here for another update on the double swing bar build. Trying to take it out from that D tier everyone's got in, trying to at least bring it up to a B. Or in my case, I'm trying to get it up to an A for y'all. See if I can. Well, the theory crafting is still. Sorry, wrong button. The theory crafting is still going. If you want to see it in action, step by step, I have some videos over on Twitch right now. Going on, I have 3 videos I'm still working on. I'm still showing the steps that I'm going through up until this point here. And trying to make it a little better slowly but surely. I don't have all the gear that I need. I'm using only gear that I find on the ground, of course, as of right now. I haven't found any aspects that I really need. I found one so far that's really needed because everything is going through overpower. But let me explain. This is a double swing build. To get the most power out of double swing, I've noticed you need vulnerability still works. They haven't broken that. It sounded like they did in the patch notes, but they really didn't break it. Vulnerability actually works more with collision. At least that's what my testing has shown. If you go look at some of my Twitch videos, you'll notice that there's more damage being done with collision and vulnerability than the actual, like a sword slicing or a magic hit with vulnerability. At least for what I see in my playtesting, in my personal playtesting. So I'm stacking vulnerability, not too much stacking vulnerability, but I'm stacking overpower on top of the vulnerability. So when I swing my double swing, it's all overpower attack. It's an overpowered double swing. Due to the fact that I have one of the pieces right now, switch 10 times or I can get overpower. There's also another aspect where you switch, I believe it's 6 times, and you get overpower as well. So with those two combined, you're always going to get overpower. Because I'm using double swing with the walking arsenal, and we're using all 3 bonuses, so we can always have the 15 points extra for 15% times damage. Now, when it comes to times damage or plus damage on these screens that you see, some of them don't work and some do. You'll notice a big difference. I'm not sure why that's happening. I noticed that when I was looking at a friend of mine's when I went over his house. His rogue, for some reason, it was doing more damage before, but it wasn't because of the quote unquote what you guys are mad about patches. It was just the fact that the times, it says times like 5 or times 6, but when you actually used it, it wasn't doing any times anything because the damage numbers weren't going up with his rogue. So it seems like that times and plus really doesn't work. But I could be wrong. I need to keep testing. I need to keep testing. So with the walking arsenal, I using lunge or bash. I switch between the two. I never stay locked in. The only one that stays locked in is the flay. This weapon stays locked in due to the fact that it gives me the bleed, so I can slow the enemies down, and it also makes enemies vulnerable, which I need because you need that vulnerable damage to cause the overpower to hit harder. I got lunge on right now due to the fact that it's a movement speed skill pretty much. It closed the gap between you and the enemy so you can get closer to do your attack to start your walking arsenal ability. I find it a lot easier. You can do with the bash because when enemies rush you, you can use your bash. Bash is also good because it helps you get fortify, and you can also get overpower. That's another reason why I like to use it also. It's all about the overpower. Now, as for normal things, I got 2 here. I might go 3, but 20% sounds good enough. I've never seen like it works. 20% sounds good, but I might go 30, max it out just because. I don't like fury generation or resource generation at all. I've never used it since the beginning. I've never used this whole section since the beginning. I got my one-hit kill bar because of stuff down here, not because of you can make a one-hit kill without any of these. These moves here are horrible. Upheaval, this is as slow as it sucks. Hammer the Ancients, people are saying it's a really good build, but again, to me, I don't like it. This one here just sucks up all your resource so fast that it's not even worth using. Ren is the only thing that comes close to worth using. But it just looks cool. That's the only reason why I like it. It looks cool. But I'm using double swing because no one likes it. That's why I'm making the build. Then you come over here. You have your 2 main life and defense skills. Every build has that. You know that. Again, I don't use any shouts because shouts are for bitches. I use Iron Skin to give me my defense I need, along on top of the defense I have in my armor. The more I put on my armor, I use the Fortify when I fight against bosses. I use the Tactical Iron Skin when I'm fighting against enemies along the world, because it lets me heal as I'm walking. And then I have Kick will be my secondary, my second attack. I love Kick. There are no Kick builds available. I think somebody tried to make a Spartan build or something. Yeah, I think somebody tried to make a Spartan build. But if they did, that's good. But I've been using Kick since the beginning of the game, since day 1, since the beta. I've been using Kick. I love this move. It's the best crowd control move you're ever going to find in the game, man, for a barbarian. At least for me. Like, kick across the wall, you do the extra damage when they hit the wall. Now that the vulnerability the way it is, every time I kick somebody, you do the extra damage along the wall. If you kick somebody that's not invulnerable into somebody who is invulnerable, that invulnerable person takes double damage. And that's good. Especially if they hit the wall. So it's like double to triple damage. And if you take somebody who is vulnerable and kick them to another group that is invulnerable, that damage is just crazy. It's like you instant kill them almost. Like, I gotta show you guys footage. I just gotta show you guys footage of that. That's all. If you go to my Twitch and watch my streams on there, you'll see it's like instant kills. I just punt and their body just and gone. Again, I don't use shouts. Never will, never will, never will. I need to put points here when I get leveled up higher. There will be points here for the Berserk to damage reduction. The reason why I don't have them now, Death Blow gives me my Berserk. I can also get Berserk from Lunge, but it takes too long because you have to crit strike to get the Berserk. This here, you just swing it once, instant Berserk, no matter what. As long as you hit one person, which you always will, because it has a nice little radius, splash damage. A nice little section of splash damage. The hitbox around the weapon is pretty thick. So when you slam on the ground, you're guaranteed to hit somebody. Once you have your Berserk activated, they would make all the top ones over here do more damage. What else do I have for you guys? I only have Bleed. Really, Bleed is only available for me for slowing the enemy down. It does a little more damage. I got it right here just to give me a little bit more damage, because when I'm kicking them around, at least whoever I'm not attacking, whoever's behind me, when I'm attacking the guys in front of me, They're getting extra bleed damage because they're automatically going to be invulnerable, probably from my kick I do to them. But the main reason why I have it is because of the slow. I need them to be as slow as, wait a minute, let's switch that. I need them to be as slow as possible. So, walking arsenal is easier to control. And then and I have wallop, and I have heavy-handed. The reason why you want to use these two for bonuses, well, one, of course, you want to use wallop because that gives you more invulnerability, but you want the stun. The main reason for this one, you want the stun. Because these two weapons here, these two, give you more damage off of stun enemies. See? Damage and stun enemy with bash grants you 20% life as a fortify. That's why I said I always go between the lunge strike and I switch between bash back and forth. I never stuck between one or the other because of the wallop. And that is the build so far. That is the build and how it all stacks together. Now I just need more points so I can put into all the other gaps in the area and fill in the gaps. Gotta put some here. I gotta get this up to 5. Gotta get that up to 5. Gotta get this to 5. Gotta get these two here to 5. And I gotta get this to 5. And of course, overpower it when you got your skills and your gear. As for gear period, I only have this one, which makes my core attack. Every time I use my 3 abilities so I can get my walking arsenal. When I finish my walking arsenal with my core attack, when I go back to my polearm and my bludgeoning weapons, their attack 20 speed 22 times faster after I finish up my combo. And you while you're finishing off your combo, you're only gonna get this 10 times because you're going through that cycle of moves, that 3-hit cycle over and over again to get to your 10 to do your overpower. So by the time you get back to your cycle, your core is going to do more damage. And then, like I said, there's another aspect to put on that will give you more damage because you have to do it. You have to swipe between 6 times on top of the 10. So you get to 6, you do more damage. Then you do 4 more, you do overpower. And you're always going to be doing it because it's super easy to pull off. You just go 1, 2, and then your double swing. But I don't have any power, whatever you call it, frenzy resource right now to even show you the combo. But and that's all you have to do. All right, everybody, that's the setup so far for the double swing. I guess you can call it double swing kick build. I guess you can call it double swing kick build. I don't know. Whatever it is mine. God damn it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed so far. I will be having more for you guys real soon. Sorry I haven't got to you guys sooner. I've been trying my best to theory craft this as much as possible. I'm doing it all in game. I don't have any extra apps or anything to do it outside of game. I don't like that idea of doing it on apps because you can't get the feel of the character by just putting the points into a computer on some off third-party system until you put the points into the actual game and actually play test it like an actual QA tester like I am. When you actually do it, then you actually see the results. You can't see the results by going to someone's website and throwing in points and thinking, oh, this is what's going to happen. The results you see on someone's webpage and the results you see on the game are 2 different things due to the fact of how numbers collide. Because remember, the numbers here matter a lot, people. People forget how much these numbers matter. It's not all about these numbers down here. It's about these numbers here. And for the barbarian, you want as much strength as possible. And of course, you know, willpower to keep your stuff going. But you definitely want as much strength as possible, so you can hit harder. So far, I'm looking at 187 on the overpower chart. I need some overpower chance though. I didn't notice that was that low. But that's alright though. I don't need the chance. Once I hit, it hits hard. Alright. So there's the build so far. Hope you guys enjoy.
Greetings.
I'll be back again once I get some more aspects hooked up into the gear. Hopefully I'll be level 50 by then. I know I should have went back when I was level 25 like I said I was, but I was so engrossed in trying to get everything done for you guys. Make sure I got at least something that, something that works. Like if you go right now and put these, if you go right now and put these in, you'll be fine. These here will be fine. You'll live without a problem. This right here will keep you alive. These stats here will keep you alive without a problem. I have not had any problems with any bosses whatsoever just by using this setup here. And that's this setup here without having any good gear. Think about it. Now, what gear do you need overall? Like, what stats do you need on your gear? That will be for another video. All right, until next time, everybody. Peace.
Hope. And we will need it to face what comes next.